Hang on, I gotta sign in again. They've picked the worst time to come out here and get rid of, to dump out the network. I'm gloating! Let's see. Where were we? The Fairfax County Police Department confirmed to Fox News Digital that it had been in communication with Project Veritas as well as possibly affected victims as part of the investigation. The spokesman also told Fox News police seized numerous items from the subject's Virginia home but declined to go into further detail. Fox News reached out to Saleeby's attorney for comment. While Saleeby resigned from CNN, Griffin was fired after his arrest on charges involving enticing minors for sex. The charges against Mr. Griffin are deeply disturbing. We learned of his arrest on Friday afternoon and terminated his employment on Monday, a CNN spokesperson told Fox News earlier this month. Griffin was charged by a grand jury in Vermont with 3 counts of using a facility of interstate commerce to attempt to entice minors to engage in unlawful sexual activity. He offered a woman $30,000 for a mother-daughter weekend with me and told authorities that he was ashamed when he was taken into custody after allegedly abusing a 9-year-old girl and enticing other minors. Man, do I wish I had the big computer right now because, oh man, would we be hearing some fucking wood chippers right now? Jeez. So, and that begs the question that I asked before. The same question I've always asked. When Michael Fanone goes to work over at CNN, does CNN provide him with the underage hooker? Or does he have to provide his own? That is the important question of all this. Alright, I gotta restart the live chat because I can see that you guys are chatting over in the regular chat on my tablet over to my side that I'm using as a monitor again, but it's not showing up in the live chat window. And that was gold, Ron Helton. I liked that. That was good. Children Nabbing Network. Alright, let's finish her up. How bad does your argument have to get that you would go to this, by the way? From NBC. Man sentenced for fatally shooting woman during argument over the 2016 election. Number 2. Why the hell did it take this long? Unless they just... No, this is like a 4-year-old article. Holy shit. I don't know. We're lagging again. I can see that. We're dropping frames. Alright, let's get this finished up so we stop dropping frames. Come on, old girl. A little bit more. Come on, old laptop. The 2016 presidential election was sentenced to 35 years to life in prison. Good. Oh, this one. John Kevin McBoy Jr., 40 of Corona, received the maximum sentence Monday after being convicted of murder last month, the Long Beach Press-Telegram reported. McBoy was in a garage band with Victor Garcia during a practice on January 10, 2017. The two got into an argument over politics at Garcia's home in North Long Beach, prosecutors said. McBoy pulled a gun after he was teased for saying he had voted for Hillary Clinton, and Garcia told him to leave, prosecutors said. Imagine being so upset in California that somebody teased you. Well, first off, I don't believe that. I don't believe somebody teased you in California for voting for Hillary, but that's one thing in and of itself. But imagine being so upset that somebody found out that you voted for Hillary that you had to shoot that person. I'd be like, dude, you're not going to tell anybody, right? Right? No? McBoy shot and wounded Garcia, and a second shot fatally struck Garcia's wife, Susan Garcia, 33, as she held their child on her lap. The child was not hurt. Garcia was shot in the head. He told the court on Monday that he was in a coma for months, underwent 2 brain surgeries, and still has physical issues. McVoy said he didn't intend to hurt anybody and apologized to the family. Know your target and what is beyond it. Do not point your gun at anything you destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to destroy what your gun is pointed at. As far as my remorse, I think about this every day, he says. At the trial, McVoy's attorney argued that he shot Garcia in self-defense after being threatened, but Los Angeles County Superior Judge Laura Lesecki said McVoy was at fault for bringing the loaded gun and aiming it at Garcia. Yeah, you don't do that in California. There's no reason to be pointing a gun, she said. Mr. Garcia should not bear the weight of this crime. Yes, Mr. Garcia should not bear the weight. I was thinking McVoy again for whatever reason. No, he shouldn't have to bear the brunt of this. You killed his wife in front of him because somebody made fun of you for voting for Hillary. Alright. Last one, then we'll do thing that I like and thing that I hate and head out of here for the day. It's been a while since we've come in under an hour and a half, you guys. It's been quite a while. New legislation would allow military service in lieu of prison time. I kind of like this too, but this isn't something that I like today. From WCJB staff. State lawmakers are looking for creative alternatives to prison time for certain first-time low-level offenders. One bill filed for the 2021 legislative session would provide the option of serving in the military instead of behind bars, but even if passed, the idea is likely to run into obstacles. A first-time offender, 25 or younger, who's facing convictions carrying up to 4 years in prison, would have the option of serving in the military in lieu of prison time under the legislation. Vietnam veteran Joe West told us back during the war, military service instead of jail time was a fairly common option for judges to provide. And they were not any different than my other brothers, said West. He said as an experience, those who took military service were better off than those who didn't. It made a lot of good people out of people who may have gone a different path had they not been had the option, said West. Barney Bishop with the Florida Smart Justice Alliance told us that he believes his idea has merit, especially for nonviolent offenders. If we're at a time of war, I would even say, hey, maybe send a violent guy out there. Hey, Bubba, you know what you did to that guy out there on the street? Go do that to that enemy combatant out there. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Even though it's a violent profession, because we're trying to help nonviolent offenders have another alternative, said Bishop. The legislation would still require those who opt for military service to pay back the fines and fees tied to their sentence within the first term of their enlistment. Which, if you're in prison already, you should be being paid for your wages. And, I mean, the military, as far as I know, I'll have to ask Mr. Zed later, takes care of a lot of the stuff, especially if you're going active duty right now. So, I mean, it would not be a hard thing to have your military wages garnished from you until your fines are paid either. I don't think that would be a hard thing to take care of at all. I don't think. I can see where there would be some problems with this somewhere down the road, but for the most part, I like this. I like the idea. You go into prison and you spend your time in prison around other prisoners who are also sometimes more violent and more serious offenders than you are. Or you get out of prison, you go to the military, you serve under officers who have a great amount of honor, you serve towards something. Even if I don't agree with military deployments that we are in right now, you're still working towards something. I like the idea. I think this is a good idea. I think this could go very, very good for the world. And there's small little pockets where this could go bad, but on the broader scheme of things, this could go very, very well for the world. All right, let's do a thing that I like and thing that I hate. Thing that I like today. Well, first thing that I like today. So, the host of the house that I'm sitting in, Mr. Zed, was very kind. Like, there were some errands that were being done around the house on the first day that I was here. So, we were hanging out in the man cave, the Dave cave, as he says. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but we were hanging out down there. And I see these things. I thought they were reloading benches, and I asked about them there. And he asked me what year I was born, and I told him it was 84. And he reached around in a box of quarters and built this.
I'm crashing a party.
Oh, hey, we have a party crasher here.
That thing you like is the lattes Katie makes you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Where's the camera? Hi, everybody.
Right there. Katie Zed is here with us. So, this ring here used to be a quarter, and you guys may have seen it sometime in some of my hand gestures off of this. For 1984, and if you spin it around, it's hard to see up in the camera, but you can see where there's Liberty on there as well. I mean, this is a quality piece of jewelry, and I don't really wear jewelry either, but I like it. I've worn it all week. I really enjoy it. I like that as well. And the other thing that I like this week, thank you, Mr. Zed, by the way, for that. My pimp hand, yes. The other thing that I like this week is this one. I meant to go back and read yesterday, but we were having Wi-Fi card issues. From CNN Business today, every DoorDash employee from engineers to CEO will make deliveries. From Parisha Kavilans. So let's read a little bit of where this is coming from, and I'll tell you why I like it. DoorDash is asking its employees all the way up the ranks to its CEO to again make delivery at least once a month. Some are not sharing the news. The on-demand food delivery company in the new year will reinstate a program called WeDash that had paused during the pandemic. DoorDash launched WeDash in 2013. When it started operations, its founders said they wanted to engage the company, community, and philanthropic efforts from the outset. As the company grew, founders wanted everyone to experience the different parts of the product so we could get closer to all our audiences and understand how the product works, a DoorDash spokesperson said in an email to CNN Business on Tuesday. Any money that employees earned from participating was donated to a nonprofit. I think that they should have to opt into that. I don't think that that should be an automatic. I think that they should have the option to opt in and say yes, because my salary is so high in DoorDash. I don't need this tip. I can go back and donate this out there. But I mean, if you did the work and you earned the money, they should be paying you for doing the work and earning the money. So that I don't like. By engaging as a dasher, supporting a merchant, or shadowing a customer experience agent, employees learn firsthand how the technology products we build empower local economies, which in turn helps us build a better product, the company said. The program, which extends to all non-delivery employees, including engineers and senior executives, will return in January and already has some unexpected participants griping about it. According to one media report, a disgruntled DoorDash engineer recently posted a lengthy message on an anonymous social media platform, Blind, about the monthly deliveries not being part of the job description when they signed up to join DoorDash. Yeah. And I mean, I think this is a good idea, just because, sometimes you get the big CEO sits up there in the ivory tower. He has no idea what goes on the ground in some of these places. And now he's actually going out and getting on the ground and doing some of this. The engineers, the people who build the website. Hey, how was your experience with the app? Oh, this is not working? Okay, I'll notate this down and we can come back out and fix this. Actually hearing what the customers have to say, rather than just getting a report from the drivers that they, a lot of times, might even ignore. I think this is a good idea. I think this will do very, very well. I very much enjoy this. And yeah, I mean, Chilaga says too, the execs might pay people more when they realize people don't tip. And that's one of the other questions that I have on this. Now, are these people going to be going door to door and being open about the fact that they're higher level employees? Or are they going to be going out there and doing their deliveries and saying, I am an engineer, I am the CEO, I am a senior level executive? Because if they go out and do that, I think that is going to change the dynamic of this. They should be masquerading as regular employees, regular DoorDashers. Because I guess they're not employees, they're independent contractors, but they should be When they go out, they should be masquerading as individuals so they can see what it is that the people that they're trying to help and support also see. But I like this for the most part. I think this is good. And now for a thing that I hate. From CVS 46, which I'm guessing is local here. $4 gas could be here by Memorial Day, Gas Buddy predicts. That's it. That's the tweet. $4 gas could be here by Memorial Day, Gas Buddy predicts. Kareem Howard is seen at a Shell gas station in Los Angeles, California, November 15th, where gas prices hit an average price of $467.6 on December 26th. Yeah, it's coming. I mean, it was really cool for a second when Biden came out and said, oh man, yeah, we're going to release the strategic reserves. The gas that we purchased when it was 90 cents a gallon and we put in reserve, we're going to release that. That's going to drop the price 12 cents. I am the eternal optimist. I will come out and say I don't know if it's going to hit 4, but high 3s, possibly 350, 375 in most average places that I go. Yeah, I could see that. We're still crunching up off of this. We are still net importing energy rather than net exporting like we were not that long ago. And yes, what's coming by truck is increased versus what's coming by rail. And even what's coming by pipeline. So, well, hunker down. We got a little bit of relief right now because of where the weather is at and the fact that people need to heat, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This is getting a little bit hairy. But with that, we're going to head out of here. 104. The shortest contemporary we've had in a long time. And that does include a couple of interruptions of service. Poor laptop. I know. Your wireless card is hurting right now. Let's get out of here. Let's get you guys on to your day. Let's get you guys on and doing the stuff that you need to do throughout the day. Let's change the music, too. So, thanks to everybody who came by, chatted in the live chat, the people that hung out. Tattoo Lover, who was here earlier. That was a new name in here. Thanks for popping in here. Guys, make sure you get those last-minute messages in right now if you're just lurking, so I can come back out and say thank you for chatting tomorrow. We're going to see what we can do around the wireless card and the old laptop, but we definitely are going to say our thank yous to you guys because the audience is what makes Contemporary what it is. Even if I don't read the live chat throughout the week, that's what it makes it is. So I have to say thank you at the end of the week. So come back by, join us here tomorrow for more Contemporary. I'm thinking it's going to be a slow day again from what we see, from what I saw off today. I think it's going to be a little bit of a slower day as we go again. So come join us. I think we're going to spend most of the day doing live chat here, but you know, we love the live chat too. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens in the next 24 hours with the news. And next week, back in the home studio once again. So come back and join us for that as well. And until then, I am Jay Edgar, and this is Contemporary.